Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good mornings, brothers and sisters. Welcome to sharing session live as an Islamic finance student, brought by Islamic Finance Student Council, IFSC 2021. Before we begin, let's start our event with Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah. Alright. My name is Ahmad Zunur Umair, currently a final year first semester student of Islamic Finance and a member of Preparation and Headline Bureau, IFSC. Today I'll be your moderator for this session, and we are very fortunate to have Sister Yuriza, an ex-member of IFSC who hold the role of co-chairperson 2 of IFSC 1920 as our speaker for today to speak on the topic. So this event is aimed to share with all of you, especially juniors intake of Kuliah, Economic and Management Sciences, on how will be the life as an Islamic finance student and what's so special about this department. Now, in this sharing session, we are going to have first a set of questions to our speaker, Sister Yuriza, and then followed by a Q&A session from the audience. So, brother and sister, please, if you have any question in mind, do write your question in the comment section later. Okay. Without further ado, let's start our session. Uh, all right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sister Yuriza, how are you? Okay, Yuriza. You didn't. All right. How are you, Sister Yuriza?
Can you hear me? Testing.
Yeah, yeah. Just now
Ah,
you just. All right.
ah.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing fine, and yeah.
All right. Okay. Now the audience and I don't know much about you. At least for me, I've known you as I have been under your leadership in FSC last year. So I believe you are a very dedicated and disciplined person. So if you may, can you tell a little bit about yourself as well your journey as an ISFIN or Islamic Finance student in IUM? Like why would you choose to pursue in Islamic Finance and your journey from school till graduate and why you choose to join IFSC?
Okay. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. To start with, actually, during my first year, I'm not active in anything. Like, I have the passion. Like, I always say to my friend, I want to join this program. I want to join that program, but I don't know the channel. Where should I go? Then during the recruitment phase, and then I just go to IFSC booth, and then my friend just said, just try to sign up. I don't know what I'm signing up for, because I don't know the medium. I only know go to the class and then going back to my room, that's all. And then I signed up for IFSC, and then they accept me as one of the IFSC member during that time. So at my second year, I'm joining IFSC 1890 as one of the bureau, infopub committee in infopub bureau. And then after a year, after a year, I'm thinking that what should I do next? And then I start to, during that time, actually, during the election time, as one of the IFSC member contact me and said that, Yuriza, don't you want to try to be a chairperson? And then I was like, chairperson? Seriously? I want to challenge myself, but I also afraid at the same time. I don't know what should I do. And then after thinking and asked opinion from my friends, and then my friend said, why not have a try? You're not going to lose anything. So what I've done is I fill up the form to be chairperson. I'm joining the election. However, during the election period, I'm not in IIUM. I'm in Penang, as I have a game with IIUM hockey Mustang team. So I'm not joining the what we call public speaking part. And also my my booth during that time also have nothing, because I have no friends to help me. So I'm not into the election period. So yeah, but I am so happy because I can feel the election, the election period, the election time, the election phase. because if you're not doing that, how could you feel the feeling, being one of the people that people, I don't know what I'm. Okay, sorry. And then during the election punya, what we call that, result, I was so shocked because there are also few students, like I can't remember how, 200 something students that choose me. I was like, oh, there's also people who choose me to be the chairperson. So I'm so grateful for that. And yeah, that is my journey. How can I be the co-chairperson too of IFSC 1920?
Yeah, this a great job. I mean, this take an effort to promote yourself in when you
Mm-hmm.
came into an election, and then yeah,
Mm-hmm.
surprising enough, you got a lot of followers. Yeah, 200, not so little lah. All right. I think we will move on to the second question. For the audience, if you have any question, you can just ask in the comment section and we will read it out loud. All right. So the second question, as you are the co-chairperson too of IFSC 1920 last year, so is there any tips on how we can be active in any club or curriculum like society? So if you have any tips on how to choose which club suitable for us to join, and and what's your opinion
Okay.
on this?
One of the important reason is you have to have a patient, patient to explore the new things. Since I'm not active during my first year, so I have friends who love to join programs. So if there are any viral message about recruiting committees, then we will sign up for it and try to participate in different bureaus for each program. We try to participate as much as we can, because all those things that we said during committee interview, I want to learn new things, I want to gain new experience, that we also says is true. It's not only words. As the biggest reason for myself is to grow, to improve my soft skills, because I believe that this is one of the process to improve yourself. As learning in the class, listening to the lectures is not enough, and the mission is not only to get the star point only. So yeah, your mindset is really important, and you need to know how to arrange your time. As for me, I don't like people to give uh to I don't like people to give program as an excuse when they don't get their assignment done. Like, joining program and club is your choice, so you need to know how to manage your time wisely, so that you can be active in club and also perform in the academic. So which club should you join is depends on you. If you want to go further, you can, if you want to go bigger, you can join clubs like direct with a university. Or if you want to start slowly, you can start from the kuliah itself, for example IFSC, and also other programs directly with the department. Hmm.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you with your last point. Like, not to use your society as an excuse to do work as a student. All right. Okay. Well, actually, that the issue will we will go a little bit further in the next question. So now for the next question is based on your experience. How do you manage your time as Islamic finance student and at the same time as co-chairperson to of IFC? Perhaps you already joined during that time. You already joined other society. For example, like IFSC is a kuliah-based society. Maybe you join other than this. You have a lot of commitment, life commitment. Okay, so basically, how you manage? Yeah,
Okay.
multitasking. All right.
So, uh, as you know, I think most of everyone that know me know that I am one of the I am hockey mustang athlete. So I am very busy person. I also doing part-time job during weekend usually, and if I don't have any programs during weekend, I will go to my part-time job. So I'm a very busy. However, I love being busy, because I believe that people who have a packed schedule will appreciate time more. So what I always done, Usually I will write down all the due date of my assignment so that I can see like how much works that I should do. Writing all the due dates can make us become more focused, and once I have free time, I already know which one should I get done first. Other than that, I think I think the way you arrange your timetable is also important, because as for me, I love to have classes early in the morning. My mindset was you can start your day earlier so that you can do more activities in the day. So for example, classes will end up at 3:30. Then I will go back to my room, settle things that I should do, maybe assignment, study for quiz, and then in the evening I will go to the hockey training. And actually, it depends on your study style, but one of the important point is to get active members in your group assignment so that they can help you a lot. They can keep on reminding you, make you aware about the dates, and but remember, don't take it for granted. And one of the important point I think is you need to feel happy for what have you done. I mean, I'm happy being busy. I love being active. I love to join sports, and then also do part-time job, joining programs. So I love doing all that. So yeah, if you're not happy, then things cannot be done.
Yeah, yeah, that's great opinion from your side. So I see that you are an athletic person. Do you think being athletic have you build endurance in doing many things, or at time did it have adverse effect on your studies?
I think, in my opinion, you should active in sport, as what uh, what people always said. Healthy body will give you a
Then
healthy mind,
yeah,
something like that, huh? Yeah, so if your body is not healthy, how can you study? How can you go to
mm,
classes? So it is important, you need to keep yourself fit, huh?
yeah, selfie. Yeah, at the same time your mind will be mentally health. All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's go on to I believe the fourth question. All right. So relatively speaking, in your opinion, is the subject under offered under Islamic finance department is relatively easy compared to others department? And is it for you easy or hard to score, or is it depend on which subject?
I think for me it's not so easy, but it's also not so tough. Because Islamic finance subject is more to theory, reading subjects, and I would suggest juniors to take elective that have more calculation to make it more interesting, unless you are really a reading person.
I see. All right. Because as a fellow Islamic finance student like you, I will. Yeah. I also believe that it's more focused on theory. When
Yes.
you learn in Islamic finance student,
Mhm.
and a lot of research you need to do. All right.
Yeah, and all those surah, surah in Al Quran, this verse,
Ah,
this verse.
yeah. Yeah, like subject like yang fiqh and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also need to learn about usul fiqh. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Okay. Can you give tips on how we can strive an Islamic finance student?
I think one of the way that you can do as a Islamic finance student is to join talk related to the industry that have been organized by kuliah or department as much as you can, as it can benefit you a lot. You need to also keep yourself up to date with the current financial situation in our world, news, and anything that happened around the world financially, and try to have a great discussion with your friends about it, because when you discuss and then you can listen to others opinions, and then it can make you think like, oh, this way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, by having joining thought like this
Talk.
session, you can gain knowledge and insight in
Mm.
which you don't maybe you cannot get it from others platform. So
Yes.
by joining, that's why sometimes we can see that lecturer impose us to join uh, other talk and or lecture session as
Yes.
entertain.
Mm-mm.
Attendant. Okay. All right. So the sixth question is why did you choose Islamic finance as your majoring or department rather than other courses? Because we have accounting and economy and BBA. Okay.
Actually, there is a funny story from it because Islamic finance is not offered course when I entered IIUM. I got economics, but then after years in KNMS, after learning business math and statistic, I've been questioning my choice. Like, is it true that I want to take economics because I don't like calculation? To be honest, all those formulas, all those graphs. So I also have one friend that also confused like me. So after a few days discussion, looking at all the subjects in the study plan for economics and Islamic finance, we decided to choose Islamic finance. And Alhamdulillah, after 3 years, we are so thankful, for choosing Islamic finance as our major, because I learned a lot, and it's really fun because the subjects in Islamic finance, we have like law, entrepreneur. So I've been experienced myself as a lawyer, as an entrepreneur, and also as a, what we call that, banker. So it's really fun.
When you mentioned banker, I have one concern in my mind. We saw that in Kuliah Economy and Management Science, we have four department, and actually
Mhm.
each department actually have a breakdown of focus. For Islamic finance, actually which focus you are going to pursue in your career, like banking or investment or risk management. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
I think I'm choosing, banker and finance field, as I'm taking subjects like investment analysis. I also have corporate finance. Huh.
I see. All right. For your information, we need to choose at least minimum four elective subject. Like Sister Riza said, she choose uh, investment analysis and yeah, corporate finance. Okay. All right. So for the next question, this is related to the virtual studies during COVID pandemic. All right. So how can we stay focused on our study from distraction such as social media during these online classes? I think we all know we all playing phone with the lecturers because most of the lecturers are being recorded, so maybe we can just repeatedly watch it later, right? So how we can stay focused on the online classes?
Uh, I believe that this is really tough. I can't deny that everyone struggle with it. I'm the type of student who can get distracted easily. So what I usually do, I will set myself to not look at the phone until the class end. You know, but as a human being, we can't help we can't help ourselves. If I really cannot apa? Uh, if I
Self
really
control.
can, yes, if I really can, my hand will still touch the phone, and then I will limit myself. Like, for example, if now I am scrolling at 10:30, and then I will set myself, okay, you need to stop at 10:35, you know and if you are also doing the same thing, I think you should be disciplined, because the lecturers do not know what you are doing, behind the camera. So what should you do is to be disciplined for yourself. It is for yourself. Okay. So yeah, discipline. You need to be disciplined and limit yourself. Set time for yourself.
Right. Okay. yeah, it's hard to set, it's hard to control ourselves. So at least give us a self-rewarding time.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, set 5 minutes to play phone, and then the rest is you study. Focus on the lectures. All right.
Yes.
Okay. I think this is the last question. I hope if the audience have the question for Sister Riza related to the question, yeah, we can have it in the comment section. All right. So the last question is, how you ensure good result in the group-based assignment through during the studies. Yeah. All right.
Group assignment.
Yeah. How you ensure
Okay.
good score? Yeah, in the
Uh,
group-based assignment.
for the group assignment, what I always done is, okay, once you form a group, and then I will look at the members. Sometimes we do not know our members, right? Because there are so much students. So if the member is not so active, like nothing in the group, in the WhatsApp group, so I will be volunteer. I will be the one who start everything. It's kind of I will try to be a leader. I will give a timeline, and then I will ask, okay, how about this? How about that? And I also ask for the opinion, but sometimes non-active member will just agree with you. So yeah, I will force myself, because if you are not start it, then who gonna start it? So it's important because it's related to everyone. It is our marks. So like it or not, you need to force yourself to be the leader, to guide everyone in the group.
Yeah, being busy with others' commitment. I mean, other society, you still choose to hold the role of leadership. Yeah. Okay.
I
Everyone
have
is
no choice
yeah.
sometimes.
But I believe being the leader, you have the I mean the the power to choose how you
Yes.
manage the schedule to the
Mhm.
assignment. All right. What
That's
about
one of the pros lah, if you be the
uh,
leader.
is there any cons? Is
uh yeah, you need to keep yourself aware in
mm,
everything, with the dates, with everything.
well, this come from my concern. Your group mate is the same entire the semester or sometimes different, or you like to choose different teammate to experience many kind of feeling.
Okay, to be honest, since I have experienced not so good group member during my first year, so when I entered to department Islamic finance, already have friends that I comfortable with. So uh, I will be grouping in my with my friends, but we also open to everyone who wants to join us. Yeah, we are not limit to anyone. So anyone who wants to join us, we just welcome them.
All right, okay, that's great opinion from you. Okay. All right. I think that's the last question actually. So we going to move to the next session, which is Q&A session from the audience. And I'm very hope that we have question from the comment section, so we can give it to our speaker today. All right. Let's see if there are any question. You can ask. The viewers can ask now. Well, while waiting for the question for the audience, maybe you can have any advice for the juniors intake. I mean, the first year. Uh, how maybe you can convince them to choose Islamic finance as their department, or if they do will choose the Islamic finance student, what's the advice you want to give to them?
Um, okay, if you are a reading person, I think you can choose Islamic finance. It's really fun major, and if you choose Islamic finance, so I just want to give advice. Enjoy yourself. Don't push yourself so hard. Don't get pressure. You need to follow the flow, enjoy everything. because that is why I'm joining this program and that program, because I want to make my study life memorable, meeting new friends, lecturers, learning new things. So, yeah, enjoy yourself. That is the important advice, I guess. And also to the juniors, since we need to choose elective subjects, right? So I think you should choose earlier. I mean, in your second year, you need to start to choose what elective subject, as you can, it's easy for you to arrange your subjects later on, because okay, Islamic finance, more to reading, and then if you want to choose elective, more to calculation, so that you can what we call that, choose the subjects and balance your subjects between reading and calculation for each semester, so that at the end of your semester you are not so pressure having so much calculation subjects.
All right. So I believe you choose how you focus, what kind of focus in Islamic finance based on the, I mean, theoretical subject or calculation subject, right? So like, for example, you don't like calculation subject, so you choose to pursue other selective that don't have much calculation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yes.
All right. So okay. Okay. I think we will need to conclude this session, as maybe in the morning we don't have maybe not much active viewers. All right.
Everyone's still sleeping.
Yeah. It's even cool in this in IBM, so maybe they will
Oh, you are in the
like,
campus.
yeah. Yeah, I'm
How
in
is life in the
campus.
campus?
I was like campus. It's becoming lively each days because now more people come in. Yeah.
Ah,
All right. Okay. So to conclude the session, I think as a finance as a student generally we need to become active in both studies and society, and like Sister Riza said, not Sister Riza said, but I think I push him to say, I push her to say, to build your endurance in the society and to build your mental, so that you can, yeah, have, by having fit body, and you have a good mentality, and then you can pursue your studies with ease. All right. So other than that, I think we need to have the plan to pursue which focus we want to, like if you want to choose Islamic finance, and you might want to know uh, what kind of what subject, what elective subject you will need to take in the third year and the fourth year. All right. The time flies very fast, so we need to think early.
yes.
Okay. All right. I think that's all from this session. Brothers and sisters, with the end of the conclusion, it marks the end of our session today. On behalf of Islamic Finance Student Council 2021, I would like to extend my gratitude to you, Sister Yuriza, for the insightful sharing this morning. Last but
I
not
also
least,
want to I also want to thank IFSC for having me this morning. Such an honor for me. Didn't expect the invitation, so thank you so much.
yeah. All right, you're welcome, Sister Yuriza. All right. So, last but not least, thank you very much for our viewers. To present here, and I truly apologize for any shortcomings that come from my end. And with that, I close this event with Tasbih Kifarah and Surat Al-As. All right, and again, thank you, Sister Riza, and thank you, those who attend in this session. Till we meet again, everyone, Assalamualaikum and goodbye.
Salam.